What had you done before, I guess, before you got to me?
Well, I tried joining a gym and working out 7 days a week and eating well, and I actually ended up gaining weight. And of course, everyone's like, oh, well, muscle, and no, I tried the fad stuff. But
the compounded?
Yes, but I did not have the success that everyone else was having on it. So I was really, really frustrated. I compared myself a lot to other people on this journey, and that's something I had to get through my mind, was that I didn't get here the same as everybody, so I'm not going to lose like everybody, because some people would lose 40 pounds in 3 months, and they were just, singing the praises of all this stuff. And so I initially lost 10, 15 pounds, and then I just stopped losing.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't want to keep paying for that. Then I came to you. You were the first person that really, like I said, looked into my blood panel, looked into my insulin levels, and helped me fix that.
Yeah.
And once I fixed that, it just melted away. It didn't melt fast. It was a slow melt. It's been
a
3-year journey. Mm-hmm. And so my journey's been longer than everybody else's, but I feel like that's helped me maintain better. And it wasn't like a fast fix for you. It was let's
forever.
Let's make this a forever thing. And then I've been able to get off certain medications, and I've, so.
This is really well understood. It is a legitimate physiologic disease all on its own. And we understand what works, and it's obvious, right? I mean, if the patient is insulin resistant, well, guess what? Their muscles are too, and they are not going to be as efficient as taking in sugar and burning these things off as later. And so actually all that exercise up front, I'm not saying not to exercise, but it's not as efficient. And then really, as far as diet, it has to be sustainable. No more of this fake weird stuff. You can talk about good, better, best, perfect, but if you cannot live with this for the rest of your life, we don't want it.
Right.
Even if it's not perfect. And so making those changes. What dietary changes do you make?
The protein, adding a lot of protein into my diet. Not eating at night. If I don't eat by 7:30 is pushing it, I don't eat. It is what it is. And then learning intermittent fasting is good for you. It's not bad for you. I'm not starving my body. I eat when I'm hungry. I've learned to listen.
To listen to yourself. And I think that's so important. It's no fake or weird schedules. Are you actually legitimately physically hungry? Do you know what that is? Do you remember? I didn't.
I didn't.
And so I think a frightening number of adults, you don't know what the signals are anymore. And your body can tell you these things. You have to relearn that. Honestly, from scratch. And if we haven't dealt with a lot of the painful things first, then these things are not as effective. And that's the data, right? A third of patients don't respond, and who even knows what's in the compounded. But and so we really need to do our little stair steps, kind of in order. But I think it can be a fix for life, which is pretty great. How does it feel now?
How does it feel now? I'm still getting used to it. I still feel like I have a little bit of body dysmorphia. I still see myself as a bigger person. I still struggle. We were talking about going into a clothing store and them measuring you and saying you're a certain size. I told one the other day, no, I can't. She said, you need a medium. And I was like, I don't need a medium, I need a large. And she's like, no, you need a medium. So she brought the medium, and then of course it fit, and I was just, getting used to things like that. And then, like you said, going on an airplane, just having the, cinching it, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. It's just the little victories. My kids, their arms fitting around me was a big one, which is so silly, but it's just, when one of them says I can fit my arms around you, it's you just don't think that they recognize that in you, and then attaching my worth to my weight.
Yeah.
But that's something that I wish I could go back and tell that person too, is that, you're so much more than this, because I feel like so many people do attach it to that, and they don't think they're worth it. And so I guess for anybody that, is wanting to start the journey, is that you are worth it, and you've got to start somewhere.